So now you can see guys why I was warning you on my yesterday's video. Even though the price of Bitcoin is showing this bullishness, unless a certain level of resistance is not going to be flipped into support, this bullishness could be turning out into fake out, and it actually did. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, when it was approaching around this 32,000, you can see we got a rejection from this Williams alligator indicator, because in a downtrend, right, this Williams alligator indicator has always acted as a strong line of resistance. Each and every time the price tried to break above it, it rejected the price, and after that we have also seen a price pullback, and this exact scenario unfolded yesterday. Not just only because of this Williams alligator indicator, we also were forming this rising wedge in a downtrend, and in a daily, as you can see, this rising wedge is considered as a bearish scenario. So we knew that along with this Williams alligator indicator, also the upper line area from this rising wedge is going to be acting as a strong line of resistance, and at the same time we also knew that the price of Bitcoin was following this very similar pattern, just like here from past price action. I mean, in a downtrend, when we were following this falling wedge type of breakout, you can see this breakout also lasted only around the top of this falling wedge and then started this weakness. So now if this exact scenario is going to play out, then you can see guys, according to this bear flag, the downward price target, which could be below 20,000, is still open. So any sort of impulsive movement here in the medium short term, unless we are not breaking above this key level of resistance around 32,500, 32,700, it is going to be looked as a fake out, and slowly the price could be heading towards this lower target area. And not just only this guys, if you have watched one of my video, I made it very clear. Let me show you this one more time. Price movement here could be showing some bullishness, but this bullishness, I don't think it's going to last longer. So even if we are going to see any sort of a movement here in this manner, right, a breakout type of price structure, please be careful, because it could be a fake out and then price again showing this movement here to the downward direction. So now let me show you this exact scenario which unfolded here in price action of Bitcoin. So even though this falling wedge was considered as a bullish scenario, but in a downtrend, when the price is clearly showing a weakness, this kind of breakout will turn into fake out. So now you can see guys why I was telling you not to jump into any trade until certain level of resistance or support is going to be broken. And not just only this guys, not just only this, if you also look at the price action of Bitcoin using this CPI indicator and also this Bollinger Band, you can see the Bollinger Band squeeze is happening, and this is also a sign that the price of Bitcoin could be preparing itself for a huge movement. We don't know in which direction it's going to be, a breakout here in this manner or breakout here in this manner. But how we can find out which direction it might go is if we see the price of Bitcoin breaking above the upper band, then the price could be starting this new bullishness. But we know exactly around that area between 32,000 to 32,700 range, we have a strong line of resistance from this CPI indicator, also resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, and also resistance from this 0.5 Fibonacci line. So now you can see the confluence around this price range of 32,700, 32,500 area, why we have to break above it if the price of Bitcoin wants to show an actual rally here to the upper direction. So now that's why guys, that's why if this Bollinger Band squeeze is going to show us a breakout price breaking above this upper band area, right, this upper band area, then we could be showing this actual relief rally as soon as we break above this 32,500, 32,700 range. Otherwise, right, otherwise we have to be very careful, because if the price tries to show any sort of weakness and breaks below this lower band area, then we know the trend is clearly heading here towards this monthly S1 line, or also towards this lower target from bear flag. So that's why guys, that's why wait until the price breaks certain level of resistance or support before jumping into any trade. And now if you also look at this price action here in a bit different way, let me show you this very interesting scenario which is unfolding right now. So guys, now before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware that we have up to $8,500 crypto exchange bonus available for our community member in the description down below. So if you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, then you can see BYBIT is giving around $4,050 bonus and PHEMEX $4,100 after your initial deposit. So take advantage of this free money, guys. The link is provided in the description down below. So now let's switch the chart. So guys, now let me show you these two different scenarios which could be also playing out parallelly here in a daily time frame. First one is the right angle broadening wedge, which is considered as a bearish scenario. Second one is the broadening bottom. If you look at this price action of Bitcoin right now and simply at this trend lines, according to this example here. Now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin, you can see very clearly the upper line here was a strong line of resistance, lower line was a strong line of support. So now if we look at this as a right angle broadening wedge, this right angle broadening wedge could be also playing out right now. So if this here is an actual right angle broadening wedge which is showing us a potential downward movement, just like as shown here in the example, you can see the target could be measured here in this manner. And in that case, if you look at the price movement, you can see 24,700, 24,600 is where we could be getting gravitated according to this right angle broadening wedge. And we also know exactly around that area we have the target from this CPR line. So if you look at this monthly S1 line here to the downside, this red one, you can see this monthly S1 line for this June month is also lying somewhere around 24,700 price area. So this right angle broadening wedge, the target actually lines up very, very well. But if it's not a right angle broadening wedge and we are going to see a breakout, because this here can be also looked as a broadening bottom, but I don't think the bullish scenario could be playing out right now, because we can clearly see the weakness in price action of Bitcoin, and also until certain line of resistance is not going to be flipped into support, right, any sort of a bullishness could be turning out into fake out, just like what we saw yesterday. So that's why, guys, that's why the overall market structure is still very weak. Unless the price of Bitcoin is not breaking certain key level of resistance, we are still going to be skeptical. So please keep this in mind. These are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.